Alrighty, so what I want to do is I actually want to go through a worked example because I'm noticing that a lot of my videos are just about the ideas behind them and actually not any of the practical. And so let's have a look at this example here. The ages of 30 children on a bus were recorded. And they're recorded as such. These are the ages of 30 children. And the first question says, construct a dot plot. So in order to do a dot plot, what we need to see is what's the highest number and what's the lowest number, so we know how wide the dot plot is. Now I'm just going to pause and just do that now. Now what we see that the highest or the oldest children on the bus child on the bus is 12 and the youngest is 2. So our dot plot needs to go all the way from 2 right through to 12. I'll just do that now. So what you see that I've done here is I've created a dot, or at least a horizontal axis of the dot plot, and I've added the ages from 2 right through to 12 because they're the numbers that we've identified, or the ages that we've identified are on either end. Now, I've included a title, which we do with every plot that we ever do is a title, and I've also included an axis title, basically to make sense of what those numbers are. Now what I do is I go through and I put a dot for every score that we have. So here's a 7, I'll put a dot for a 7. Here's a 9, I'll put a dot for a 9. Here's a 6, and I'll put a dot for a 6. Now I'll just keep on doing that right through until all of these scores are represented as dots on this page. Now there isn't very much room for me to work on, but some of the dots will have to be quite small. So I've filled in all the dots, and I'm pretty critical of my own work in the sense that these dots really should be straighter and they should be all even, but it was just that I'm so cramped for space. What you'd want the dots to do is to line up, so the first dots all line up, the second dots line up, the third dots line up. But we get the gist here that each one of these scores is represented as a dot. Now the first question is, which score is an outlier? An outlier, the word outlier really stands for itself. Which one lies outside of the group? And we see that there's one 2-year-old on the bus. I don't know what this 2-year-old's doing on the bus, but is on the bus. And so which score is the outlier? The 2-year-old. What can we tell from the dot plot? Straight away by looking at the dot plot, the vast majority of the students that are on this bus, or the children that are on this bus, are young. Okay? As kids get older, they stop catching the bus. Are there any clusters? Can we see a cluster of students down the bottom? Yes, there is a cluster. However, one of the things with clusters that you see is that there's a group and then there'll be a lull and then there'll be another group. And so we see that with these clusters, we've got a cluster of young kids and then we've also got a few older kids as well. What percentage of children are under 6 years of age? And so we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids out of how many in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by 3, so 9 out of 30. So this is where we get our trusty old calculator and we say 9 divided by 30 equals 0.3. And remember, each decimal can be turned into a fraction. So 0.3 each decimal can be turned into a percentage. We just times it by 100. And so we see that's 30%. I hope that helped.